In this class, we learn about blockchain as a consensus mechanism. We learn about permissionless and permissioned blockchains and the role that a consensus mechanism plays in permissionless systems. We conclude by speaking about some of the challenges and risks associated with private crypto coins that blockchains enable. The technical brief. Remember that as developers, our technical brief is to create a new digital currency and payment system more precisely, a pure peer-to-peer digital cash system. This system is inspired by the physical tokens we use as money today, i.e. banknotes and coins. Blockchain as a data structure, which we look at in the previous class, is one core concept of how we can create a system of money in the form of digital tokens. The second, and much more complex, challenge is to make this system work as intended. This includes not just achieving integrity, such as preventing double spending of digital coins, but more importantly also maintaining the distributed nature of the system. By distributed, we mean here primarily the system's network topology, but also the lack of centralized economic control. If this is successful, one can think about the blockchain-based payment system and currency that transforms all the cash register machines into a distributed system that acts like one big digital cash register. Permission versus permissionless blockchains. Remember, as he gets the digital coin from his customer in exchange for sale of a wine bottle, Mr. Ritty prints a new page block and chains it to the existing chain and sends that new block to any other CR. But in transferring the new block page to 80, Bitty and City, there could not just be technical issues like errors, but our good old friend Mr. Ritty, or anyone else such as the other operators of the cash registers, could have maliciously changed the page details. One solution to this is to restrict who can write new pages to a selected club, like the House of Lords, where peers are selected presumably on account of trust and honor. This one big virtually distributed CR would then be called a permissioned blockchain because only people with permission from the CB are in this private select club and have permission to write new pages. While this may increase security and allow the state to control monetary policy, it comes at the expense of decentralization. Remember, we are trying to create a system like physical cash, but just digital. Cash is extremely decentralized to the point of being a distributed system where anyone can join the system by virtue of just holding and giving coins with their hands. Instead of a permission BC to build a distributed peer-to-peer digital cash system, we could have a permissionless blockchain where everyone can become a CR as long as they have the same CR machine hardware, or if it's an app, the same CR software. With a permissionless blockchain, we also need a way to keep honest those who write new pages. This is achieved by blockchain consensus algorithms like proof of work or proof of stake you may have heard of. These add BFT protocols that provide rewards, that is carrots, in the form of new digital coins and punishments, that is sticks such as making the coins received invalid after. Why a Token-CBDC would run on a permissioned blockchain, not a permissionless blockchain. But the permissionless BCs are not easily suitable for a Token-CBDC. The CBDC should be issued by the central bank, not some other entity, and not just any one. The permission blockchain would be likely the type of blockchain for a token-based CBDC by the state, also because the state can decide that only permissioned cash register operators can create new coins from nothing. This allows the central bank to control monetary policy and the supply of money by controlling the issuances of tokens. What are the challenges and risks associated with privately issued money, including cryptocurrencies? A blockchain-enabled Token-CBDC is radically different from a blockchain-based token that is issued by entities other than the central bank. We first note some positive effects of the emergence of Bitcoin. It spurred a very welcome wave of financial innovation, competing pressure and disruption of the monopoly of banks over the payment system. That is because they are a potential alternative store of value, although the currently wild price fluctuations make crypto coins neither a stable store of value nor a generally accepted means of payment. However, if these private crypto tokens were to become stores of value, medium of exchange, and unit of account, there are several big problems such as capital control evasion, tax evasion, money laundering, and lack of consumer financial protection due to the many Ponzi schemes and financial frauds in crypto. But the arguably biggest problem is seen when you ask the question, Where did those coins come from? Who created them? In the case of a CBDC, be it token or account-based, the CB creates and issues the CBDC. In contrast, the supply of these private crypto tokens are decided by private entities that may be distributed systems or protocols or algorithms. Instead of the sovereign state and public authorities in the form of the central bank, the issuance and control of crypto token money supply and monetary policy is not aimed at national welfare, for example, such as low unemployment, low and stable inflation, financial stability, let alone fair income and wealth distribution, or national economic growth and development, etc. But private monetary policy is almost certainly not socially optimal because it is not in line with the economic conditions of the country or region where these crypto tokens are used, because the stated aims of private crypto money supply is done without any due regard to the public good or social optimum. The fourth function of money. The problems of private control of monetary policy enabled by permissionless blockchains, crypto coins, would undermine the fourth function of money we have to add in order to complement and complete the discussion we started at the beginning of our course. Besides money being the medium of exchange, unit of account, and store of value, the fourth very important function is money as a form of public payments. This idea, that is, that the unit of account of a country should be under the control and management of the public authorities like the central bank, has long roots in Chinese economic thought and Chinese monetary philosophy. It is encapsulated in Guanzi, written by the 7th century BCE philosopher and statesman Guanzhong. The idea that money needs to be sovereign money in the hands of the sovereign public authority is not exclusively to ancient and modern China. Virtually all countries in the world have a public central bank that controls and polices money via monetary policy, suggesting that this often overlooked fourth function of money is a very important function of money. This function of money as sovereign currency is facing the threat of the rise of private crypto tokens that blockchain technology enables if they were to be adopted as a medium of exchange, unit of account, and store of value on a large scale. It means that it is an urgent task to learn more about money and blockchain technology, to understand what problems in the current modern monetary, financial, and banking systems, as well as in international payments, creates the demand for uptake in crypto tokens in many countries around the world, and how blockchain can contribute to financial innovations that both address these real and existing problems while also benefiting the public good.